Have you heard all the propaganda about selling wine in grocery stores? Yes, I have. I find it very deceiving that instead of admitting that all they want is the profits from wine sales, the grocery stores choose to make it seem like they are only trying to help the state's grape growers and wineries. They also take the spotlight off their own greed by making the liquor store owners appear to be the bad guys. Yes, I noticed that too. It is a very effective ploy to manipulate the public's opinion to think that by supporting wine and grocery stores they will be helping the local farmer at no cost to anyone. It's win-win, they say. Yes, but would not the liquor stores go out of business? Yes. And won't there be a lot of unemployed people? Yes. And won't most small wineries find it impossible to get placed on the supermarket shelves? Yes, that's right. Then why would anyone support such a bad idea? Because the supermarkets are very powerful. They spend lots of money on lobbyists to fool the legislators, and they send lots of press releases to their friends in the media who for some reason want to see the liquor stores lose this fight. But if the supermarkets are so powerful and control the media, why do they keep losing the battle? Because even though they have lots of money and influence and will even play unfairly by commissioning phony research and setting up fake citizens groups, they are basically inept. They had a perfect strategy and all the money in the world at their disposal, but they executed the strategy very poorly. It kind of makes you wonder what kind of help they can give the grape growers and wineries. Heck, they can not even help themselves. The legislature doesn't believe their claims about more jobs and easy money for the state. That's why they have rejected this bad idea 2 years in a row, and Governor Cuomo did not recommend wine and grocery stores in his budget proposal this year. What are some of the lies and half-truths the supermarkets use to fool the public? One of the biggest lies is promoting the idea that it is the liquor store's fault that New York wines are not more popular. They say that if supermarkets sold wine, every small farm winery would benefit by selling more wine. That does not make any sense. A supermarket has such high profit requirements that they can only stock the best-selling items in any category. Do they want us to believe that they would choose some unknown farm winery wine over Yellowtail, Franzia, or Kendall Jackson? Apparently. Do they expect us to believe that a supermarket grocery clerk will do a better job of selling and promoting small, little-known farm wines than a specialized wine store does? Yes. And if you don't think so, just go into any supermarket and ask one of the dozens of highly trained clerks you find hanging around waiting to serve you. Are you crazy? I can never find anyone in a supermarket that is around to help me make a choice between different products. I think it is because people want to save money and lots of knowledgeable employees costs the supermarket money. It's more profitable for the supermarkets to have less employees and just give customers lower prices instead of greater service. But won't that make selling a complex and subtle product like wine too difficult? After all, Cabernet and Pinot Noir are a lot more complex than dish soap or potatoes. Won't that mean that people will gravitate to the popular global brands and shy away from unknown labels like the ones small farm wineries make? Yes, exactly. And then there is the lie that liquor stores are greedy monopolists that gouge their customers with high prices and keep out competition through monopoly power. But how can that be? Just about anyone who can fill out the form and pay the license fee can open up a liquor store. If anyone can open a store to sell wine, how can this be called a monopoly? Wouldn't you say that several individually owned liquor stores in one city are much farther from monopoly than one with 2 or 3 supermarket chains that control the public access to every category of food and beverage they sell? That makes sense to me. You do not have a monopoly if anyone can open a competitive store right across the street. In reality, it is the supermarkets that have a monopoly. Every liquor store has a fairly unique selection of wines, including small farm winery labels, but all the supermarket stores have basically the same 2 brands of national brand peanut butter. Of course, you cannot even find the national brands because they give the private store brand of peanut butter the best shelf position. Why do supermarkets do that? Because the private label is more profitable, and since they have a monopoly on shelf space, they choose to promote the brands that are best for their bottom line. That does not sound too good for the small farm wineries, does it? No, I think not. But the supermarkets promise that they will stock lots of small labels and help them by selling local. Of course they say that now, but actions speak louder than words. When I see 20 brands of peanut butter on the supermarket's shelf, then I will believe that they will support small farm wineries better than liquor stores do now, but not before. I think you're right. All the supermarkets want is the wine sales profits. They don't care what lies they have to use or false flags they need to wave to get what they want. I think you would have to be brain dead to think that they have any interests but their own in this fight. I agree. It is just a grab for money by the supermarkets. They don't really care at all about small farm wineries and local grape growers. They are just using them to conceal their greed. Do you know when a supermarket spokesperson is telling a lie about wine and grocery stores? No. How can you tell? Their lips are moving.